first told people that I was thinking of coming to Colombia by myself, specifically Bogota. Almost everyone, and even locals, told me that was a very bad idea. They recommended I go on a tour or have a local show me around, or at least be traveling with somebody else. In the 2 weeks that I've been here so far, I really haven't had any issues, even when I accidentally walked into some not so great looking areas. Like, I will say, the most important thing to help you have a good time here in Bogota is really understanding the districts of the cities, which ones are safe and which ones are not. No, this is not the destination you should go to for the first time if you've never left North America, or if you only go to very safe kind of destinations like Japan, let's say. But if you've been around the block and if you know how to take those extra precautions, I really think Colombia is an up and coming destination.
Dame la comida buena, chicharrones, papita frita. Dame un bistec de cerdo, frijoles negros, comida rica. Eso. Dame la comida buena, chicharrones, papita frita. Dame un bistec de cerdo, frijoles negros, comida rica.
So let's begin this tour in the most famous place in Bogota, which is Bolivar Plaza. This is the main landmark square in the city. It has a lot of the main attractions basically within walking distance of here. And you could actually kind of call this like the old town of the city. It's called La Candelaria. I would say that if you only had a couple days in Bogota and you really wanted to see as much as possible, as quickly as possible, this would be your best bet.
Muy popular donde quiera, pero cuando esto se acaba, no me lloren, yo soy el canto.
Right near Bolivar Square, there are actually some really fantastic restaurants, and one that I've really been meaning to go to is one that was reviewed by Anthony Bourdain, who said it was the best tamales he ever had.
Gracias. Platos fríos.
It is good. I would equate it kind of similar to like cornmeal. You know, I've had that in a few like southern cooking kind of dishes, but this one does have a slightly different taste to it. I'd give it a 7 out of 10, but definitely worth trying.
A few moments later.
I take it back. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I finished it all. The first few bites, I don't know, it just wasn't mixed properly. I think once you got into it, it was super, super good. city that I'm staying in is called Chapinero. It's a good area, but it's actually very big, and it definitely ranges depending on whether you're staying in the north part of the district or in the southern part. I'm kind of in the lower to mid part, so if I go south of where I am, it gets a bit sketchy, and if I go north, it gets a lot better. Basically, if I walk 15 minutes north, I'm in the area called Zona G, which I would say is really nice to stay in. But if I go 30 minutes from my place, then I enter one of the most affluent areas in the city, which is Zona T. If you have a bigger budget and want to stay in a more upscale area, I would say that Zona T is your best bet. Alright guys, I'm about to try a very interesting dish that was recommended to me by my friend Esteban at this restaurant. It's called ajiaco, and it is a very special type of potato soup, I guess. It's usually made with chicken and this special kind of herb that's supposed to only be found in South America. This dish can be found like in other countries in the region, but it's interesting because they brought me some avocado and some rice with it. I didn't know that, so I guess maybe you mix the two. I don't actually know, but it looks really good. That is really nice. That is really nice. So I was eating my delicious soup and all of a sudden I hit against something hard that I didn't see before. There's a whole freaking chunk of corn in here. Oh my god. That's actually awesome.
Vente, Popo, y lo trova así, por favor.
So Esteban, could you tell us what we have going on here?
Okay, so here we have the traditional drink. It's
Yeah.
called agua panela.
Okay.
We used to drink it because here is very cold.
Yeah.
Here we have empanadas.
Uh-huh.
They are made of corn, fried corn.
Yeah.
And they are filled with meat or
With
with chicken.
meat.
It depends. And with potato as well.
Awesome.
We have the traditional lulo. Is lulo juice. Lulo
Uh-huh.
is a fruit that you can't find just in Ecuador and in Colombia.
I feel like I've never heard of it before.
No, like no one heard
Okay.
of it. But actually, when you try it, you can't miss it, and you will miss it if you are away.
Awesome. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. All right, so let's give the Lulu a try first. Whoa, that's really good. That's like, it reminds me almost of like mango or something like that. It's like similar, like sweet texture. I can see why people like it. Very nice. And then why am I forgetting the name again? What is the name of this guy?
Agua panela.
Agua panela, okay. It smells like cinnamon. Never had anything like that before. That is so good. That's almost like a chai tea kind of thing.
Yeah, it is made of sugar cane.
Mmm. Delicious, delicious. Wait, how do I say delicious in Spanish?
Muy rico.
Muy rico.
Muy rico.
Oh, delicioso? Just like that? Okay, perfect. So one last suggestion that I would like to make to you guys if you come to Bogota is to climb the beautiful hill of Monserrate that has an amazing church on the very top. There's a few restaurants up there that give you incredible views of the city. And if you're too tired to hike, there is also a cable car and funiculor. So whichever one you want to do, the views are absolutely amazing.
Sin tus caderas no puedo cantar, sin tus caderas no puedo gozar, sin tus caderas y movimiento mi ritmo y música va a parar, sin tu cadera mi melodía no vale nada, sin tus caderas mi ritmo no se llama el son. Sin tus caderas no hay fiesta, no hay ron. Sin tus caderas, sin movimiento, mi ritmo y música va a parar. Sin tu cadera, mi melodía no vale nada. Ay, 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 pa' la sierra.
Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to come to Bogota, because I can definitely say, oh shit, I can definitely say as a solo female, maybe if you're an inexperienced traveler, it wouldn't be the best place to go, but if you have a few destinations under your belt that, you know, maybe are in the range of like India or anywhere else in South America that you've been to by yourself, this really wouldn't be any different as far as like risks and safety levels. Of course, you have to take precautions that you wouldn't have to take in, let's say, Tokyo, Japan. And at the end of the day, I think the city really does have a lot to offer. I would recommend spending at least 4 or 5 days here. For most people, Bogota really is the gateway to the rest of the country, so that's how I'm starting my trip, and I will be heading to Cartagena in just a couple days from now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. Have you ever been to Colombia before? What was your impression? And as always, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm sending you lots of love, and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye guys.